Hello students and welcome to Priyanka's lectures. Carl Ransom Rogers was born in Chicago in the year 1902. He gave a theory of personality which was called Rogers' person-centered theory. Now let us understand the concepts and principles on which this theory is based upon. According to Rogers, the person's experiences are the ultimate authority. All the individual's judgment and behavior are based upon subjective experiences of reality. The inner reality, rather than the external reality, plays the key role in determining the person's behavior. Inner experiences includes everything conscious and unconscious that are occurring within the organism at a particular moment. Conscious experiences can be symbolized, which means they can be verbalized and imagined, whereas unconscious experiences cannot be verbalized and imagined. According to Rogers, healthy individuals are those who symbolize their experiences accurately and completely. Unhealthy people repress their experiences and are unable to symbolize them accurately and sense them fully. The master motive is self-actualizing tendency. According to Rogers, all of us have an innate motivation called the self-actualizing tendency. This tendency is an active controlling drive towards fulfillment of our potentials that enable us to maintain and enhance ourselves. The actualizing tendency has both a biological aspect and a psychological aspect. Biological aspect includes drives aimed at satisfaction of basic survival needs like the needs of food, water and air. Psychological aspect involves development of potentials that make us more worthwhile human beings. According to Rogers, the human beings are good, but only if society acts towards them in a helpful and encouraging way. The individuals are sometimes immature and antisocial because of faulty socialization practices. Thus, society can facilitate or hinder self-actualizing tendency. Personality development. What is the valuing process in infants? According to Rogers, the goal of the infants is to satisfy their self-actualization needs. Thus, infants engage in an organismic valuing process in which they use their actualization tendency as a criteria in making judgments about the worth of a given experience. Experiences that help promote self-actualization are good or positively valued, and experiences that hinder self-actualization are bad or negatively valued by the infants. For example, an infant values food when he is hungry, but when the stomach of the infant is full, he rejects food. According to Rogers, infants have a built-in mechanism that allows them to select the diet that in the long run enhances their development. Infants know instinctively which food and experiences are good for them and which are bad. What is the valuing process in adults? The valuing process in adults is more complex than that in infants. Adults make complicated judgments about various experiences relating to issues like in art, politics, career, ethics, personal relation, and so on. Adults, unlike infants, are exposed to a variety of opinions. They incorporate them into their value system. But according to Rogers, adults must trust the wisdom of their own bodies if they want to grow constructively. The fully functioning person, according to Rogers, is the one who is able to fully utilize the organismic valuing process. According to him, a fully functioning person is able to realize his potentials. They will be moving towards becoming fully functional persons. Such individuals have following characteristics. First is they are open to experiences. They are open to all their feelings like fear, pain, anger, love, etc. They are fully aware of their experiences and they accept them rather than shutting them out. They are characterized by existential living, which means they live their experiences as they occur in the present without trying to superimpose preconceived meaning on them. They trust their organisms. This means that they do what they feel is right. Their choice may not be right, they are re- but they are ready to experience the consequences and correcting them if they are wrong. They are creative. Creativity emerges when individuals are open to new experiences and willing to take risk if they feel good about a new venture. They live richer lives than do other people. They live a good life, not in the sense of happiness, contentment, and security, but a life that is exciting, challenging, meaningful, and rewarding. Later, Rogers extended his view of fully functioning person and called it emerging persons. One of the example of emerging person is the corporate executives who have given up the rat race to live a simpler life. The emerging persons have some characteristics which are: first is they are honest and open. They are open about their sexual relationships and open in their dealing with others. They oppose highly structured and inflexible bureaucracies. They are indifferent to material things and rewards. They are not concerned with status, but prefer to relate with people in informal ways. They are caring persons. They have a deep desire to help others and to contribute to society. They don't support science which exploits and harms nature and people. They respect the environment and do not want technology to destroy it. They have trust in their own experience and profound distrust of all external authority. They don't obey laws just for the sake of obeying it. They obey when it feels right for them to do so. They are always in process. They expect to change unjust political and social situations. They are not afraid of change. The social self and the true self. The social self is the concept of self that is largely based on the evaluation of others. We evaluate ourselves in terms of what others think about us and not in terms of what we actually feel about ourselves. According to Rogers, we seek approval from others. For example, if we feel that aggression against others is wrong, but others think that it is right, then we may ignore the validity of the feelings of our true self and act in terms of their expectations in order to gain their approval. We perceive experiences and behaviors as acceptable only if they meet the approval from others. According to Rogers, the condition for a healthy self concept is unconditional positive regard, which means a deep and genuine caring by others without any judgments or evaluations of our thoughts, feelings, or behavior. When our social selves and true selves are in harmony, we continue our movement towards self actualization. However, when the expectations of others are not in the harmony with our innate evaluations, then problem occurs. In this case, our social selves prevent us from getting in touch with our true selves and feelings, and this hinders our movement towards self actualization. This is the book I have referred to for preparing this presentation. Thank you. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to get more videos.